What's up, guys? Average Kiwi Guy here. How y'all doing? So, day 2 of E3 has come to a close, or day 2 of the conferences has come to a close. Square Enix finished up very strongly, I feel. Very strongly. They had a good amount of stuff to show. As a lot of you know, I am a very big Final Fantasy XIV fan. It is my MMO. It's what I play. I play it every day. I have thousands of hours in it. Thousands of hours. And I'm super excited for Shadowbringers launch. They were represented at the actual conference itself. They had a very lore-heavy trailer. I'll just say that. Just keep an eye out for my reactions near the end. Yeah, I was very, very surprised. So this is going to be my live reaction as it happened in the conference. Then we'll have my sort of post opinions on everything after the fact. So the reaction is going to be my live reaction to it, and then a recorded one after, recorded opinions after that. Okay, so enjoy. All right, Yoshi P, what you got? Let's do this shit. Oh, so they're kind of recreating the trailer.
The oldest joke in the book. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? Over a
guys see that?
Years ago.
Like one entity becomes two. Heidelin Zodiac. Who's that?
In that
A warrior of light?
land between realms, time and space war and blend in unexpected ways.
Whoa.
What Urianger saw
It's Warrior Darkness.
was the future.
That's the Warrior Darkness talking. Not that guy speaking, but in the background. Sin Eaters.
That's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Whoa.
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back.
So they're just people. Holy cow.
The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen
Dancer?
up in its place, born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor.
Oh, a land consumed by primordial light. The first.
That's him.
Wait, they're just
That's
chilling. Whoa! Look at this dude.
Sin Eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
Jesus. Did Alphino look taller to y'all? He looked older. It's a time skip? Yes. Look at you. Alizé looks older too. Is that
This
Mephilia?
world's beyond saving. Like those who try to save it. This world has had its fill of heroes.
So that's the Warriors of Darkness they're referring to. Oh, hello. Oh. Look at this. Like, look at these bosses. Look at him. Oh, freaking Gaius. Hell yeah.
Everything we did, everything we gave,
That's Warrior Darkness.
what was it for?
The time has come. Dude. Showing up some new moves here. Come on now, what's... Become what you must. Two Menphilias? The Menphilia of the first and our one?
For the one possessed of her blessing,
Boom! Boom!
for you,
Get out of here, light.
Through prayer
Dude, this is
and
awesome.
sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods. But
They are gods after a fashion, yes.
What?
The eldest and most powerful of primals.
What? No fucking way. Holy shit. That is a hell of a thing to drop at the end of a trailer. Like, that is insane to me. It's absolutely. So, I mean, I guess I've always kind of had a thinking of this, like, you know, like what is Hydaelyn, you know, and Zodiac and stuff. I've always kind of thought Zodiac was in a way like a primal, but like more powerful, obviously, because he's like basically the opposite of Hydaelyn, right? So, I guess, like, when you think about it, it makes sense. And one of my FC mates, he was going on about how in 2.0, when you go to Ifrit, and Ifrit tries to temper you, he can't. He says you're already claimed. So that would mean that the Echo is essentially Hydaelyn's tempering. That we can't be tempered because we already are. Just like, because we follow what she says. We follow what she says. We believe that she is guiding us to be the good of the world. That for us to be the heroes that the world needs, and for the light to you know, reign. But what's to say that's her will? Like, she just works in a different way than all the other primals. All the other primals, because they're more like base primals in a way, that their urges, their things are more base in a way. Like, if you get my meaning. Like, they are, like, she's on a far different plane of power, of thinking, of control than what's like Ifrit and like Titan and all that stuff are. Like, you know, and as you look through the expansions as well, they're like, the primals tend to become a little more complex. Like in Stormblood, they became more items and stuff, and how they did it, and they had their own sort of wills in a way, and it's also their wills come from the people that manifest them. So, you know, if someone was praying, like in the beginning or whatever, for this good, like, you know, godlike thing, which would be Hydaelyn, to come and help guide humanity, like, or guide, you know, people of Eorzea in a way, or of the entire world in a way, I guess that would make sense. So then she would pick champions to do this thing. Like, that is insane. And then Zodiac's the opposite side. So his tempered, which are the Ascians, are there to do his will. And then that, in a sense, makes a balance, and that keeps it all thing. So then you think about it, like, what's the 12? Like, how are the 12 relevant then? Like, I'm wondering if they're going to start bringing in, because they were like a thing there when the world, that big seal around the world happened. That had the thing of the 12 there. So maybe, like, and this is just me spitballing here, like, maybe the 12 were the ones that brought about Hydaelyn. So then the people that saw the 12 summon her, they became, like, kind of worshipped in a way. So then the people behind them create the 12. which then, you know, cast no and all the rest of it. Maybe? Holy cow, man. Holy cow. Like, that is a big thing to do. A big thing to do. Because the one thing that we've always had is that we were the warriors of light. And that, you know, we are, you know, what we're doing is portrayed as being good, right? And what the Ascians are doing is portrayed as being bad. That they're evil, they're the villains and stuff like that. But darkness isn't always necessarily bad, isn't always necessarily evil, and light isn't always necessarily good. Like, we see it in the first. The light, there's too much light. So it's becoming too much, and it's consuming everything. There's nothing to hold it back. So then in turn, light becomes bad, light becomes evil. So it'd be the same with if darkness was kept out of check. So what the Ascians might be doing is a necessary thing. It may not be a good thing, but it might be a necessary thing to keep it all in balance. So we clash with them and they clash with us, and that's how Hydaelyn and Zodiac don't get out of control. That's essentially what they're trying to do. And now that we kind of get told, you are actually serving a primal. That's a big drop, man. That's a big drop. Like, they're gonna, in a way, I kind of don't want them to explain it. Like, especially because, like, there's a live letter on Friday. Friday, Saturday for some. I think is it Friday, Saturday for some? Might be, don't know if it's Japan time or what. I'll have to look at that up. But, it's end of this week anyway. Where I don't know if they'll explain that. They might say yeah, we said something, didn't we? You're gonna have to wait a couple of weeks. But I kind of don't want them to tell me either, because I want to find out in the game. I want to play the game and see it, and that's kind of setting us on this course, which would be a very, very big one. A very, very big one. Because I think in the first, we're going to find out the truth of Hydaelyn. Because Hydaelyn's won there. Zodiac didn't win. Zodiac isn't there to... Well, his shard isn't there. His people, his Ascians aren't there to keep the light in check. So this is what's happening. So we're seeing, if we succeed, if we defeat all the Ascians and we, you know, expel basically Zodiac's presence out of our space, out of our world, what can happen to us? So, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of discovery in this one. A lot of discovery. Because, you know, Heaven's Ward went away, had it's kind of its own thing with the dragons and Ishgard and stuff like that. And then we went back to more the Eorzean, Garlean type thing with Stormblood. We're going away again in this one. It is related to the Garleans, obviously, with the whole, you know, them being connected to the Ascians and stuff. But I think it's going to be, in a way, its own kind of thing, in a way. So, man, there's so much. There's so much in this. There is a time skip. There is a time skip. I don't know if it's just me, but Alphinaud and Alisaie look older. They look older. They look taller. I don't know if their voices sounded any different. I was trying to tell. I don't know if when the one was talking, it almost sounded like Alphinaud had a deeper voice. I don't know if they're subtly changing it. I'm not sure, but I'm almost glad that they did, because then they're gonna have these experiences away from us, and their characters will move forward. Because they've kind of been in with us the entire time. So apart from getting new outfits, and Alphinaud and Alisaie have taken steps and now become more powerful, and you know, people get their classes and they sort of take their steps forward and they learn things and stuff. But having this time skip allows them to progress even further and adds new elements to their personalities and adds new elements to their thing. Like Y'shtola. Y'shtola has clearly become a black mage. So you wonder if being in a world of light, I don't know if that would affect white magic, or if she's just out of necessity had to revert to black magic, and she's kind of been changed a bit. Like she's got a little bit of like, looks like she got a little bit of like she's always had that fieriness, but she's sort of going a little more that way. Like she's embracing that black magic a little bit, which I love, by the way. Yish is my bae. She's great. She has one of the best cutscenes in the game. If you have not seen it, and you like, I mean, if you're playing the game, don't look it up. But if you're not going to play the game, you need to look it up. It's freaking amazing. It is like, I love that time skip, and like you see Urianger, and like they're talking about how Urianger saw the future and stuff, and that's leading into his being an astrologian and stuff, and sort of embracing that. And like how he saw the future, and that's going to be an interesting thing. So like them in that forest with all the fire raining down and stuff, and saying until our friend returns, we're going to hold the line. I think that's them being there for the years that they are, and like thou would have explored this world. Like obviously at some point in time, Thancred's figured out that Minfilia is there. Like, I don't know if it's going to be connected with the Warriors of Darkness. Maybe he finds out through them. There's just that this is a big thing. This was a really big thing. Like I was like, like for all the things that were in this conference, like Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Avengers thing, this was the thing that hit the hardest. This was the thing that got me the most. It's just a lot of really cool things. I mean, like how the Sin Eaters are basically the corrupted just people. They're like the ethers, like it's transformed them, and then when they're defeated, that feeds the next ones. So that ether's constantly being like used, and like I can't remember the name of the place, but basically the one with the blimps and the fat cats and stuff. I will memorize this all like as we go through. It's just like there's a lot going on. Like they're sacrificing people to like keep the Sin Eaters happy. They're just chilling there with him, and like this really, I don't know if he's like a partially corrupted dude or something, but he's the first time I've seen someone look the way that they've done, and they're definitely like moving out from the traditional looking NPCs that they've always had. Like you saw that guy in that palace, like he was huge, like a specially crafted guy for that entire thing, and like you know these Sin Eaters all lying around and just chilling because they're getting fed. It's pretty crazy. But dude, man, there is a lot to this trailer. There is a lot going on. It just makes me even more hyped for this game, like for this expansion. Like the things that they're throwing around are just like I looked down, like say I had Final Fantasy XIV open in the background when this was happening. I looked down, I saw the FC chat, and it had exploded. It exploded in our FC chat. It was insane. And then just everyone just talking about it, like because we had to move off the FC chat because it was going to spoil things for people. So we had to put it into our Discord, and it was like just seeing everyone like trying to pick it all apart and like trying to remember things from the past. And oh, dude, it makes sense though. It makes sense. Like as you think about it, this whole blessing thing that we have, it makes sense that we can't be tempered by other primals because we already are. We're tempered by one of the most powerful ones, and that's kind of bestowing away in a power in us. I'm like trying to think like if tempereds are given more power, and I'm pretty sure they are. So like we're just tempered by one of the most powerful ones. Same with the Ascians. That's tempered by the darkness side of it. So it is insane, absolutely insane. But this, I would not expect anything less. I would not expect anything less from the guys at Square Enix and Yoshi P and all the rest of it. These guys do an amazing job. So I am even more excited for this. But yeah. Alright guys, that's going to be it for us. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you are new here, have a look around the channel. We do a lot of Final Fantasy 14 stuff, especially leading up to the expansion. Just sort of picking our way through. I'm sorry the class change stuff kind of petered out a little bit there. Just a lot of stuff come up and then E3 and stuff. So I'll try and get a lot of that stuff done through the next couple of weeks. We have the live letter at the end of the week, so I'll be covering that stuff too. Anything really cool comes out of that, and then yeah, just the build up to the expansion. I am so excited, man. I'm so excited for it. It's looking really, really good. But a lot of the class changes look really good. Some I think not so much, but some are looking really good. Yeah. Also with the E3 coverage, I am picking out all the best stuff that I felt the most throughout all the conferences. So I'm just sort of working on those as well. Just to let you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake reactions coming, and also the Avengers Remake is coming too. So if you want to catch that, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. It keeps on ticking, man. That sub count keeps on ticking. Thank you very much, guys. It's really cool to see. Pushing for that 3,000 be a really cool milestone to hit for the channel. So thank you very much. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll catch you next time. Peace. Bye.